Baby girl Lisa, Wisman. So I decided to do this for you. You know, guys, I love you, and for the sake of the union, I decided to sing a song for you guys. This is written by Soja boy Ash, and yeah, that's for you guys. USB Entertainment, it's me, Soja boy. So, Soja Nations. Sakatawashi, I'm in love with you. Hello, baby girl Lisa. You know, anytime I talk to you, I told you that I love you. So I've decided to do this for you, and for the sake of our love. Baby, I love you. Listen to this, please. I was there for you. Anything you want, gonna do for you, girl. I'm in love with you. Girl, there for you.
I will there with you. Soja's Nation. Baby girl, I will stay with
I'm there for you. There for you. Girl. I'm losing focus. In my life. In our life. I will be with you all my life. I stick to you. I make it to be my home. Oh, it's all I do. Something on your face and whatever, that's my life is fucked. And yeah, that's it. I was there for you. Anything you want, I will do for you, girl. Yes, I'm gonna pay for you too. I'm gonna pay for your goats. I'm gonna buy 2 goats for you. 2 goats. Woo!
So what I'm going to talk about is something pretty interesting. When you're in a fight with someone, and it's someone that you love actually, you're in a relationship, not an early relationship, it's pretty much like a relationship you've been in for a year, and you get into an argument. What really matters is how you handle the argument. What really matters is how actually you approach the argument. Because some people will approach the argument by trying to destroy the other person. And that's not really an argument, that's just pretty much going to war. An argument is not about going to war with your partner that you love. An argument is trying to find ways to maneuver during this intricate situation. It's not going to war. If you want to go to war with your partner, it's a lost cause. Why is it a lost cause if you go to war with your partner? Because in the end, what are you trying to do? You're trying to be right rather than be in love. And if you want to be right rather than being in love, that is your choice. That's okay. But remember that being right in a relationship is not the way that you will be able to grow positively. An argument, there's 2 ways of looking at it. In one sphere, it's a stress that is challenging, but that makes you grow. On the other sphere, it's a stress that is destructive and brings you down. So one is eustress. It's a stress and a challenge that makes you grow as a couple. The other side is distress. It's a challenge that destroys the relationship. So when you're in an argument with your partner, your goal is how to manage this argument with the least damage possible. And believe me, I've been in arguments with my partner and it's been very destructive. So you won't win all the time. On 10 times, if you can at least win 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, it's an amazing odd. Because what it teaches you is that in a moment of extensive stress, you can handle each other. You can handle the situation. Because you're looking at your partner thinking, this is someone that I love. Yes, great, we have an argument, but this is not a war. This is not going to war with my partner, but this is trying to understand what and where he's coming from or she's coming from, and try to make sure that I can understand that person. And it is the same on the other side. because it's a mutual play right now. It's a mutual understanding that needs to come from each side. If it's only from one side, it can work because it will take a little while for the other person to see a bit more clearly what's going on. And it may not work too, it may not work too. I'm not saying it will be 100% accurate, but the chance, the possibility of this reducing the damage as a couple is higher than if you go to war head on with a person. So if you have a challenge, if you have an argument, your goal is to reduce the amount of destructive energy around that argument. Again, rather than trying to be understood, trying to seek to understand the person. It's actually a great way to be able to handle an argument. And the great thing I usually advise to people actually is to write down a letter, and I think I've said that before, write down a letter about the other person, all the great qualities of the other person. Why do you love them? Why are you with them? What is creating that passion between you guys, and why the smile of that person makes you feel happy? Why the energy of the person makes your heart smile? Write down a letter why you love that person, why that person means everything to you, why that person, why you're committed to that person, why you give them passion, why you give them compassion, why you give them empathy, why you want to nurture, care, and protect them. Write that letter down, because in a moment of an argument, if there's a problem and if you have to step away. But by asking, I know this is going to be destructive right now, and I know that we're not going to share good things, and I believe that the best thing to do at this point is to just move away from each other. It can take 5 minutes, it can take 10 minutes, it can take an hour. Some people will take a whole day. Go back, find that letter, read that letter. And if you have to come back to your partner, read that letter to the partner and tell them, why do you love them? I've noticed it's an amazing strategy to be able to dissolve an argument and find a way to be able to communicate better afterwards. If that helps, guys, I would say try it. If that helps, please let me know how it goes. Even if it's like in a few months' time, whatever it is, send me a DM and let me know how you go. Ciao. So it's going actually quite well. We are changing everything. It's a lot of work. But I'll show you the paint. We're changing some stuff. That's the room. Got some paint here. Show me more. That's me nearly tripping down. And